But since I had so many people's promotion eyes on this, I kind of want to start on time. All right. Hey guys, welcome to Legions. We're gonna get started in just a second. But first, we gotta do the regular scheduled programming.
Creators.
While I'm enjoying my snack.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
It's still surreal looking at me as Lex Luthor. I still find that surreal. So, guys, welcome to Legion of Creators, episode 36. Today's episode, we will be discussing. Oh, Bonsai, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Today we will be discussing. Oh, let me get our background up real quick. Today we have the smorgasbords of topics for you guys. Legion of Creators, episode 36 today, guys. We'll be talking about a lot of things, but we are missing our co-host right now. We're missing. Luke is once again on the island called Battlefield 6, and that island is taking us time. But Ken and I are customers for this Halloween edition stream. I'm rocking my Punisher. You can't really see it here, but here's my Punisher jersey, and I think it says something on the back as well. So I'm rocking my Punisher get up. I'm Punisher at the hockey game, right? Some people were talking smack about the best teams in the game being cruel, and Punisher had to, get in there and go, judge, jury, and executioner. Barney says, y'all, yeah, all right, much? I'm confused by what Barney said there.
Let me see.
I'm pulling it up on the screen so we can read them as they go.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, obviously, I'm Minnie Mouse. It's what I could put together in the last hour.
You made a good Minnie Mouse. You should have been Minnie Mouse from the beginning.
I know, I guess. It worked out. It's all good.
You can plan for Sue in the future.
Another time. Yeah, it's all good.
Let you have more time to save up more money.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be cool. It will be cool since next year's gonna be a much bigger year for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be cool for you to build up your costume more, because since Sue's gonna be in Doomsday, you and I could do. Even though I'm wearing this was just of a quick short time to put up a full Gwen. Hold up, Gwen. Phil?
Guan.
Who's Guan Phil?
I don't know.
Is that a name that we're supposed to know? But I was gonna say Luke's here. You and I could definitely put together something cool for Doomsday next year as well.
Oh, yeah, that would be fun.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke. Oh my God, is it the one and only?
That's an awesome one. I love the Spidey suit. Like, something that we could do, considering they are connected in the comics, is if you were gonna be Sue, I could see if I could get my full Doctor Doom getup set up for next year.
That would be cool.
Oh, someone says, love your content, man. Keep it going. I believe in you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Welcome, guys.
Does anybody else in the chat have Halloween plans or have any costumes?
Yeah, we'll start with that. Anybody else got cool costumes to talk about and Halloween plans? I'm rocking my Punisher jersey. We got Minnie Mouse here. We got Spider-Man.
Flip.
You drop your stuff.
You gotta. What's the Marvel Rivals? Oh, watch out for the Amazing Spider-Man.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, Barney says. Barney says, "Oh, you're gonna be Guan." Who is that?
Guan Kree?
Yeah, who's that character? Should I know who that is?
I don't know.
Do you know who Guan Cree is, Luke?
No, not off the top of my head.
I'm wearing a matching Mickey Mouse. Oh, that's funny. It's me. I'm Cree.
Oh, you're Cree. Oh, okay. I was confused. Sorry. What are you guys wearing for Halloween? What's your costume ideas? Oh, Luke's in the Hall of Justice. Yeah, what's your costume ideas, guys?
New York. Gotta find the Daily Bugle.
It is the Daily Bugle.
Oh, it is? Oh, I can't. Yeah.
Hey, you can't fully see it though, right?
Yeah, no. Just looks like a building.
It looks like a weird
It's because I'm
building.
just swinging, you know.
Oh yeah. I get.
I love seeing Spider-Man with the headphones on. Dude, you should
How well can you see in the mask? Not that well, or
Surprisingly well, actually.
Okay, that's
You
good.
got the same Spider-Man suit that I had for No Way Home.
Oh yeah, that's right. You dressed up as Spider-Man for that movie.
Yeah.
I am Tom Holland.
You look more like a Toby though, man. You got the facial hair. You look like Toby looking red.
Sure, I'll take that.
I wore a Shrek costume. I'm the Shrek of North.
No, they're saying that they wore a shark costume.
Oh, Shark. Oh, you should have been Jeff.
Should have been
Jeff's
short.
Jeff's super popular right now. You should have been Jeff. Oh, Keely, Bryn, I'm gonna wear a cute, but scary snow bunny outfit for Halloween. Oh, that sounds fun.
Cute. Yeah.
That's awesome. We got lots of good people in the chat today. Well, guys, since everyone's here in the chat, we want to hear a couple more about what kind of stuff you're dressing up as, and then smash that like button because we're about to get crazy ridiculous up in here. Like, it's about to get super crazy. We have the smorgasbord of topics for you guys today. Ooh, it's going to get good. Grab your popcorn because it's going to be a good one. It's going to be entertaining for sure. Get the popcorn, get the drinks out, get the party out. Share the stream with your friends, all of it. So, Melissa says, love the Spuddy costume. You look good in it, Digger.
Thank you.
He makes a good Spuddy. Oh, yeah, you guys are chatting in chat. All right, that's cool that those are your those are your costumes. I'm going to be Hurricane.
Hurricane Melissa.
Okay.
Hurricane Melissa. That's kind of cool. What does that costume look like?
Like a hurricane.
I had to get my circle out because I'm going to be talking so much. I need my extra energy. Well, so I think what we're going to talk about is, Luke, before the stream, I did just finish both Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman.
Ooh, you want to start off with that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Oh, I'm rocking the costume, the Halloween Jester costume. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. I was planning to be Alan Reed for Halloween. Oh. Were they good?
Oh, there's a hurricane out there named Melissa. Okay.
That's what I thought she meant, and she's like going as a hurricane. That sounds cool. Are you like going to be a bunch of like clouds, like dark clouds, and like
cool?
Yeah, I want to know what that looks like.
Yeah,
that's a really creative
costumes and such.
Yeah, that's a really creative idea. I love it. I think that's super awesome. No, that's sick. Oh, nice. We got 8 people in here now. That's super dope. I'm loving that. So we're gonna get started with our main topics, guys. But continue to drop your thoughts, your costume stuff, and if you guys want to have an opinion on the things we're discussing, make sure you let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them as often as we can. But we're gonna dive into a discussion about our first topic. Today's topic we start out with is we all read a little 2 comics that have been pretty popping right now called we're going to talk about that in a minute. So we read Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman and kind of read them first. So I think we'll kind of give her overview first, and then Luke and I will give ours and chime in, and we'll have a discussion about it.
Just real quick before we even jump into that, though, it's nice, we're starting off with some DC comics. Like, we talk so much about DC, it's nice to like just give some love to what's going on in the comic universe right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh, hold up,
I've-
Melissa said something. No, I'm just going as me and do a lot of twirling around and do a lot of blowing. That's funny.
Okay,
That's good.
That's good.
So someone asked about, before we jump into the comics, someone asked, who is your favorite Absolute Batman character? It's a good question.
My favorite Absolute Batman character, very biased, but I always love Catwoman. I love her version in this comic book too, so I love Catwoman in this one.
We didn't see too much in this issue yet, though, of her, did we?
Yeah, she meets up. Well, her and Bruce are childhood friends, and then they grow up, and then later on, she comes back to see Bruce Wayne as Batman, and they what did they do together? They helped each other with a mission to go see the Red Hood, and in this universe, Red Hood is a gang, like or not even a gang, more like a kind of a resistance group, I think.
Yeah.
And it's led by Harley Quinn. Now, we don't know much about this new version of Harley Quinn yet. That's kind of just how the issue ends, where Harley Quinn shows up to talk to them, and that's about it. I read Absolute Wonder Woman first, and as much as I really do love the changes, and I do think Absolute Batman is interesting, I am so far compared to, because I've only read these two, so far Wonder Woman is my favorite, but that's just because it's very magical. And I love how it's more in depth with the mythology that Diane is connected to. And I read that one first. I read Absolute Batman right after because supposedly soon there's going to be a crossover between those two. So
Yeah.
I read that just to be caught up. What else can I say?
Yeah, go ahead, Kenna.
I think what I personally found about Absolute Batman is that in the very beginning, I was really into it because of the sudden changes, because Alfred's not the butler. He's like some very high-class assassin.
Mercenary, yeah, he's a mercenary.
Yeah. And Batman, what I really like is that in this universe, Bruce Wayne isn't a billionaire. He's a middle-class, probably, Gotham citizen with his mom. And I think as much as it's always cool to have the billionaire Batman route, I think it's a very fun take to have him be not so rich, because I feel like it makes him even more connected to Gotham in some way, to really feel the tragedy of what's happening in the city. I think it pushes that narrative more with having him in that setting. So that's what
I personally, because someone asked the question about favorite character from Absolute Batman, I'm going to go with the obvious one. I'm going to pick Batman because I really love this design, and I love what they do with Batman in this story. And like I'll share my opinion on both. I've read both, but I do like the Wonder Woman stuff. I'm just drawn to Batman because I love the brutal, gritty stuff. Like,
right, I get that.
I'm into the magic stuff, but I'm very much the type of, maybe it's because of my connection to the martial arts and stuff. I always have been really street level gang level. Like, I can enjoy supernatural stuff, but I really like criminal enterprises stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right, I get that.
But I do like Wonder Woman. So yeah, now you can continue forward since I shared my thing on that. So go ahead, keep telling us. You guys are doing good, guys, and I hope you keep going and get success in the near future. Thank you. We appreciate
Thank you very much.
We very much appreciate that.
Before I want to give some my last things to say, because I want to hear Luke's thoughts on the comics too. Obviously, we have our biases, right? You like the martial arts and stuff for Batman, but I like magic, so that's why I'm more lenient towards Wonder Woman. I do feel like, however, during the middle issues of Batman, and this might just be a personal thing, I feel like I just kind of lost interest a little bit. I kept pushing because I knew it was going to be good, but I think Absolute Batman, it gets you good in the beginning, and then as it progresses, the middle part gets a little muddled, I feel like, but then it picks itself back up near the end to get you hyped. While I think Wonder Woman, at least for me, the story is more consistent of like, you're really into it, you're reading, because it gives you there's like, just like the world building, I think, of Wonder Woman is very interesting, and like seeing all the other gods, but it's not too much. I feel like Absolute Batman sometimes has a hard time staying on focus, I think, in the middle issues, I feel like, because it goes from Killer Croc and then to Mr. Freeze for a hot second, and then that's where I'm like, okay, but then it gets to Bane, and then when Bane shows up, then it gets really interesting.
Yeah.
But that's just how I feel. But overall, they're both great comics, and I'm excited to read Absolute Martian Manhunter. That one's on my list. I'm also going to give Absolute Superman a shot. Unfortunately, it's kind of underrated compared to the other ones. But from what I've heard about Absolute Superman, Volume 1 is a little bit of a kind of okay, but then Volume 2 of it gets way better. So, yeah, I'm just excited for this whole new universe that they're doing.
I think it's cool. I'm waiting for Absolute Green Arrow. I think Martian Manhunter would be cool. But Absolute Green, I wonder if they're going to do an Absolute Green Lantern as well.
Actually, I forget. There is an Absolute Flash and Green Lantern, but I don't think the Green Lantern's Hal Jordan. It's somebody else. But I haven't checked it out yet. But also, just one more thing is like what I love about the Absolute universe. You can just pick one. There's no need you need to read this one. You can just pick any of them, and you're okay, and then you can read the other ones in your own time when you're ready.
Yeah, you pick whatever characters you want and just kind of follow that story with those characters, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, John Salway, you love the Spider-Man comic where he jeets all over the city. Wow, that's a good one.
That's funny.
So I wanted to just say, like, anybody who is interested in getting into comics and maybe is feeling like overwhelmed by it, because I know I was when I first was interested in it. Right now is a great time to jump into it and start with. Well, that's why I wanted to take time to talk about these Absolute comics myself, was because like it's a great point for anyone to start jumping in. You don't need to know these years and years of continuity and references and stuff. Like you can just, like kind of just said, pick one and just read it. Like whether you like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, like they got all these other ones coming out and they're just not far along. So you can catch up easily. You can be a part of something that's new and be talking with people like on the DC Discord or just the community in general that loves the DC stuff that you already love, and even more detail with something that's also going on with it. So just for anybody who might have interest in it. For me, Absolute Batman is pretty cool. It's like, it definitely feels like Scott Snyder. I've read some Scott Snyder stuff before. And it almost reminds me of like the Batman Who Laughs in a way, where you had like these different versions of Batman. You had like the Batman with guns, and this feels like a different Batman. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it is, being the Absolute universe. But like, it fits in with that like vibe that he made with that book so well. And I think my favorite character, funny enough, like you guys said, Catwoman and Batman, I'm going with Alfred, actually.
Alfred was my second choice. Alfred's great.
Alfred's great in this, and he's just like a military badass, essentially, and like just knows his stuff. I mean, that's kind of how he is normally, but this is like even more than normal. And
I wasn't prepared for that. I thought that was really cool.
Right. And I think really what I love about him the most, though, is just his interactions with Batman. Yeah. And like you get that outside perspective finally of somebody that's like, I think I absolutely hate Batman. And it's like, I think I'm in love with Batman, like a panel or two later. Because he's like, this Batman is so over the top and uses like brute strength more than probably any other Batman has before, that, you know, like it's great to see Alfred like be this different character and have these reactions to what Bruce is actually doing, you know. And then the other aspect of it where, you know, Bruce is kind of like, his other side of his life is living in like Crime Alley, essentially, you know, like growing up in the gutter. Like I like that aspect of it a lot too. And I haven't read a ton of it yet, and I'm very excited to see where that goes, just concept wise.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it.
I didn't get around to Wonder Woman, if you want to jump into that after. I think it's nice to kind of not totally dive into the entirety of the comics, but maybe just the beginnings of them for right now, seeing this is the first time we're actually talking about them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and just like kind of garner interest even for anybody who might.
I think for me, the thing I would just, I'm going to save Wonder Woman because I want to wait till Luke actually gets to really dive into it.
That's okay. You could at least talk about it a little bit.
I will talk about it a little bit.
Okay, I guess. What did you say, Kenna?
Yeah, but like back to when we were like the absolute universe, you can just pick one and it doesn't matter. What I also like is that they're not wasting time introducing different characters either. Like I don't want to like Wonder Woman. There's already 2 teases of 2 characters. Well, there's one character that shows up and she'll make another comeback in the next issue. But then there's also hints of like others seeing other Justice League members that haven't gotten their Absolute Universe comic book line just yet. Like, it's like you squinted, but like there's somewhat of an opening for Aquaman, but they don't make it a big deal. And it's really like if you miss it, you don't miss it, but it's like okay.
You still get that like connection of the characters, but not
Right.
overwhelmingly so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like how with Wonder Woman, most people they only think of like when a villain of Wonder Woman, they really think of Cheetah, which I understand why because she's popular, of course. And like that's what's so fun about an Absolute Batman where they make Bruce his friend, not only just Harvey Dent, but Ozzy and Edward or slash Enigma from as Riddler and what's his name, but Croc, but that's because they don't become the villains just yet or they don't become their alter egos. So it's really interesting to see these new dynamics. And especially in Wonder Woman in the beginning, we don't know yet, but the Amazons made Zeus angry. And so therefore, as punishment, Zeus took Diana as a baby and brought her to Circe, who is typically a Wonder Woman villain. But Circe becomes her adoptive mother in hell. And basically, she has to raise Diana. And then Diana eventually gets out of hell and, starts doing Wonder Woman things. So I like how the changes in Absolute Universes, they're fun and they can be crazy, but they're smart changes where it's not like, oh, you just did that for the sake of changing it. There's smart reasons why they make these changes to make it more compelling in their stories.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. I think my notes on Wonder Woman are shorter than my notes on Batman, but my notes are really I like this version of Wonder Woman. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's something that is described about the direction they go with Wonder Woman, like how they're going to do this Wonder Woman different in this Absolute Universe that I really was a fan of because I knew they were doing something different, but I didn't know exactly why they chose to make Wonder Woman in this direction, why they made her this powerful, but it really is kind of cool. Like, I like how you said about Circe, I like how they connect it, like, when the story starts, you get a vibe, and there's an element in this thing, like, talking about magic, that I brought up to Kenna, that I love how this could even, like, even though it's just, its own story, there's definitely a narrative in DC Comics, like, they're trying to really push over some Dinosaur Island storylines. Like, there's definitely some Dinosaur Island stuff going on, which is kind of cool. So, and I like the supernatural and the mythological and all that stuff. I think that stuff is really cool. The way they introduced this Wonder Woman in this comic is really interesting to me. I really like it. So, but I think with me, why I have more to say about Batman is I love the idea that there's these different takes of these characters, and I even love that like Killer Croc as a character is like letting like Bruce Wayne like use the gym to train, and I think that was really cool. And the thing I really loved is it's in one of these showdowns in the book where one of the moments I really like is I think there's an attack at City Hall, and there's a situation where Batman's making his debut and he's fighting someone, and he's complimenting the person he's fighting. They're like, "Oh, you're a mixed martial artist too." He's like, "Yeah, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu," and I was like, "Oh, that's sick." That they're like that Batman's games recognizing game, and I love that. I thought that was kind of cool that they kind of threw that in.
Sure.
And I think just the idea, like, I think it's crazy that Batman. I would be terrified of this Batman if I was in this universe as a criminal, because Batman was already a problem being fluid and being able to move around a bunch now, but a Batman's at this massive and this giant that can still do kicks the way that he's doing them in this book. I was like, shit, that's scary. Like getting back kicked. A back kick is already a power kick in martial arts, and it's already one of the most powerful kicks of all time. And getting kicked by someone of his size with his control and his training is just insane.
Yeah.
And there's like even like a moment in the comic where he does like a split kick where he does both his legs. I'm like, this dude's freaking Hulk. And this ain't Batman. This dude's Hulk running around here with how giant he is, and just I'm like the way his weapons are used, that he has his gadgets and stuff. Really cool. I didn't think they could do it possibly because Batman has always been great as a brute, but Batman being a tank in this is just great. And I'm excited. I'm enjoying reading these comics. I might even do like actual YouTube shorts and videos covering the comics. So I really just enjoy talking about them. One thing that I really love too is just not only do I want to see more of this universe, and I'm excited to see the different stories, but man, I really hope that someone adapts this version of Batman into just an Elseworld movie at some point. Either you do a super dope like animated, like almost anime style, or you go live action but do something really cool, because I gotta see this. Like, and when I'm the entire time I'm reading this, I'm reading this book. I'm like, I don't care what it takes. I know they said he wasn't going to be the main DCU Batman, but I need Alan Richardson in this suit, and I need him brooding on these criminals. like, just give me that. When he says Reacher's done, just make an absolute Batman series or movie, and I'll be the first person in line for that Elseworlds.
Oh yeah, he would 100% nail that. Undoubtedly.
Elseworld, dude, it'd be so cool. Like,
oh yeah,
the brutality here is freaking sick. I'm like,
it would
what?
just be Reacher but Batman. You know, like yeah, it'd be amazing.
And that to me doesn't even sound like an issue. Like,
No.
I love Reacher so much that I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, yep, that's too good. No, I just really love it. I think these absolute things are cool. I'm excited to. I think we should read Absolute Superman. We should find. I'm sure Absolute Martian Manhunter is going to come out eventually. I can't
Martian
wait to
Manhunter's
see.
already out. They're
Oh, is
all
it?
out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is even Green Arrow out?
No, not Green Arrow.
Okay, I'm waiting for
Absolute
Green Arrow.
Flash, Martian Manhunter, Superman. Those are the other three, because we already read Wonder Woman and Batman. So yeah.
If you were to rate both comics, kind of, what would you score each comic?
I would give. Well, it's only 13 issues for both of them, but so far I guess I would give a 9 out of 10 for Wonder Woman and then an 8 out of 10 for Batman.
Okay, so the scores are pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would give Wonder Woman. I would give Wonder Woman the 8 just because I need to see more issues to really kind of make my opinion.
We're all a little biased. It's okay.
Yeah, but with Batman, I'm definitely going for the 9.5 out of 10 because I'm loving the absolute Batman world. Like I need more of that. Like one of my favorite
sure.
YouTubers says, Sammy Reacts, I need that shit more than I need air. Like come on. Like I'm telling you, dude, that shit was so good. No, I loved it. But yeah, so you got any final thoughts on the absolute stuff, Luke?
Just looking forward to reading more of it and really, getting a feel for the whole thing. And Justice League, I know, is coming too, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, but
yeah, that's gonna be cool.
I'm so sorry, but there is one last thing I want to say about Absolute Wonder Woman. And because I brought up Cheetah, so Cheetah hasn't appeared, but we've seen two major Wonder Woman villains that aren't as recognizable, but Dr. Poison and Veronica Cal. Now, Dr. Poison is interesting because she was a Wonder Woman villain in really early 1940s. I don't know exactly when Veronica Cal showed up, but I think eventually once we get James Gunn's Wonder Woman movie, if he's still going on theme with the corporation as the bad guys, like Lex Luthor for Superman, I think the next Wonder Woman villain we will see is Veronica Cal because she is a somewhat corrupted businesswoman, and I just think that it would be cool to see her because we haven't really ever seen her in live action, I don't think. So that would be something new to see.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'd like
sure.
to see that. What did this person say? To any of you blanket to the Batman comics? What? This chat is going insane.
Do any of you not? Right,
that's a good question.
It's a Batman comics. Come on.
Does anybody not go crazy about this? I mean, if I'm putting on my Kevin Smith persona, it's Batman, so I gotta go. I gotta go crazy. Like, if Kevin Smith was here, I bet Kevin Smith reads Absolute Batman and he's jizzing all over the place. Like, oh,
Oh my
man,
god.
it's going crazy. Are you kidding me? Haven't heard of Veronica Cal until now. Interesting.
Veronica Cal, Cale, not Cal. Yeah, do some. I don't know her much either, but she pops up in the Absolute Wonder Woman comics, and she's definitely in another bunch of Wonder Woman comics before. So definitely, do some more research. I know I got to.
Let's jump from DC over to Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
You go right to Rivals? Okay.
Go right to Rivals.
Yep.
So, just like there was a new Marvel Rivals zombie animation like a few weeks ago, now we've got the zombie event on Marvel Rivals, and it's actually a lot of fun. Like, it may be a little easy at first, but once you get to that last difficulty, like, you really have to strategize on how to beat that. Like, we're still struggling with it.
Yeah, well, I got some good strategies. We're gonna run it together tonight. I got some good feelings. Now I have a better understanding of things. But yeah, that's fun. My pages are sticking together. Nice to know. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Coming to the stream. So just so you know, Luke, I didn't tell you earlier before we jump into this Marvel Rivals thing. I went crazy. Like, Spider-Man's ult in Marvel Rivals where he just webs all the dudes all over the place?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did with links today. I literally went Facebook, Instagram, Discord, X, Instagram Reels, everything, just batshit crazy. So if you're wondering why we're having a higher chat number right now, it's because I went batshit crazy on promotion.
Hey, that's great. I love that.
I wanted the show to go crazy good. So, but so yeah, so Marvel Zombies, this is a new mode, a PvE mode that has been so enjoyable and has brought the player base, Godspeed Spider-Man, and it has brought the player base a lot higher. Like after a lot of people were, we're not playing Marvel Rivals anymore, we're taking a break, whatever. Oh man, zombies in here? Okay, I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals again. Like it's brought more people invested in the game.
Right, and it's a cool mode, and it's just a testing, really, more than anything of like other modes they may have.
Because unfortunately, not everyone wants to play sweaty competitive or sweaty quick play. Because even some of the quick play I've noticed now has gotten a little sweaty, which is
it can be. You got people warming up in there,
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely warming up because people be trying to box in there, man. I'm telling you, today I had some matches like, whoa, you should be playing comp. What are you doing, man? This is the warm up. I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to chill out while I'm trying to make my videos. Best Alfred adaptation in all of Batman? Ooh, that's a question. All right.
I think you might be saying that about Absolute. I'm not sure though.
Are you saying that that's the best adaptation of Batman in Absolute, or you're asking us who we think the best adaptation is? But yeah, I'm really stoked. I really. Chris said if Paramount gets WB, James will stay. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. In the show. That could be good news. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about this merger. I really feel like it's not going to happen.
There's a lot to it for sure, but
yeah, so we're talking about Marvel Rivals right now. Oh, we love Static Shock, Melissa. A question, sorry. Oh, no worries. That's okay. There's levels to this joke. Dang. Yeah, so the question is the best adaptation of Alfred. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Now, are we comparing this with comic levels of Alfred, or are we just doing live action adaptations?
I just like my classic old Alfred. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like as much as I like the Absolute take on it, and like there's like I don't know, Gotham. I guess you get like a younger Alfred. I don't know. Like I don't know too many different versions of it, but unless you want to talk about like different actors trying it out too, But I feel a lot of the basic concepts for Alfred are pretty similar, you know. And it's like older guy worked for the Waynes, had
Okay,
some
so if
like
he's saying,
training.
so if he's saying adaptation, he must mean like what they've adapted from the comics. Okay. So for me, and this is gonna be a crazy take, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. The Gotham Alfred is my favorite Alfred. Even though
The
Gotham is a what'd you say? Dinger?
I kind of like it too. Honestly, I think it's one of the better parts of Gotham.
I like
it's like
to see Alfred actually fight and actually train Bruce.
right.
Like, the fact that he's not just some old nice man. Like, here, Master Wayne, let me bring you some cookies. Like, like no, it's more like you're a brat. I'm gonna teach you how to fight so you don't go get yourself killed out there. The OG Alfred from Batman Forever, yeah, he was classic too. Oh, your favorite is the Butler? I mean, that could be any version of Alfred. Alfred's always the Butler. But yeah, no, Alfred's great. The Butler's great. I still want to watch that Pennyworth show on Max. I was curious about his young Alfred's secret stuff.
So I mean, there's not too much to talk about when it comes to Marvel Rivals. You know, there's a big zombie event. It's hard enough. If you have people to play with, it's better. It's Blade over the top ridiculousness.
You just
if you
gotta
can
get
really beat it.
Well,
Midge,
what
yeah.
I'm excited for after zombie is the zombie mode is gonna be done. We're still gonna have the same PvE mode, but it's gonna be X-Men and Sentinels for
Right.
year long. So that's exciting.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said
for
they
sure.
want to do that, and we could also be doing some Ultron stuff eventually. They said, which could be cool. Ultron and the bots. We could relive that Age of Ultron moment. Man, now I'm sad that they didn't.
Joe, make
No.
sure you check the StreamYard chat. I sent
I
you
read
something.
it. I read it.
Okay, good. So if we want to stay on Marvel a little bit too, why don't you tell us about this bullseye stuff?
Oh yeah, we'll jump into that. Okay, yeah. So Rivals, yeah, we're gonna play zombies tonight, guys. So I studied some damage builds and figured out some stuff. So we'll have fun with that. But yeah, we're just loving the zombie mode. We can't wait to play some more. Can't wait to see where PvE goes next. But I have a bonus Marvel topic for you guys. So last week we had this last weekend we had a the actor that played Bullseye was at a convention of sorts, and he said some very interesting things about Bullseye's role in season 2, as well as other aspects of the show, and confirming some new things about the 3rd season that was just greenlit. Which is that first we'll start with the season 3 thing. Bullseye is going to be for sure indefinitely in both season 2 and season 3. So we're gonna be rocking with this character for a while. So, which I'm fine with. I love this character. And so he also said that the fight scenes in season 2 are elite level badass, like even better than what we got in season 1. And he says there's some of the best fight scenes, even compared to what, because Luke and I talked about this. The Netflix cast treat this as a continuation show, since it is a continuation. So when they say these things, they're also talking about the Netflix stuff. And I think that's really cool. But my favorite thing that he says, the thing that I'm gonna do a video on after this stream about, and this is the crazy thing. Are you ready for this? He says not only are there amazing fight scenes in season 2, here's the real kicker. He says Bullseye, as a character, gets a standout fight scene that is next level awesome and badass. And it's his most badass thing he's got to do, he says.
Okay.
So we're getting a lot of Bullseye, man. I just want Bullseye and Hawkeye season 2, though, man. I just want to see Hawkeye and Bullseye go at it. The two projectile dudes just launching things at each other. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for anything with Bullseye and Daredevil. Those are some of my favorite parts of the Daredevil show. I know a lot of people aren't big fans of season 3, but I actually did like season 3.
I want this suit. I want this suit, bro. I know a lot of people aren't fans of season 3. For me, I know people in the chat like to say a certain topic we're going to talk about in a little bit is peak, but I'm just gonna say, you want to know what was peak, and I don't care anybody else who says I'll fight people on this. Daredevil season 3 was peak, and people can fight me. I don't care. For me, it was peak.
I liked season 3 a lot, actually, personally, but I get it. The Netflix show's dragged, but
Yeah, but I love that. I love how season 1 was great, and then season 2 had some issues, but there was some cool things like seeing Punisher in the hand, but the hand were misused. But then season 3 brought us back to, we got to see Matt getting, he went through a tragedy, then he went straight into training. We got to see Matt train more than just against a boxing bag. He was sparring with people within the church, where we got to see the backstory of his mothers. They literally did the Born Again storyline from the actual comic before the Born Again show.
Right.
And that was really cool. And then the stuff they did with Fisk in there, and the introduction of Bullseye elevates that. Because the last time we saw Bullseye in live action before this was good old Colin Farrell.
Right.
Which was fine.
I still have never seen that movie.
It's a fun movie. But looking at this, looking at this image on our thing, it just makes me look. I want that Bullseye suit, man. I got to see that Bullseye suit with the Bullseye.
Yeah, proper Bullseye suit would be cool to see.
I think they're building it up because a lot of people were nitpicking the Born Again suit, but I like the Born Again suit because part of my issue with season 3, even though I do love it, was I didn't understand. I get why they did it because he wasn't wearing his red suit, but they should have done something in season 3 just to make Bullseye have his own. They didn't have it in the budget. They should have done something something small that they could have done other than him just rocking the Netflix Daredevil suit the entire time. It was cool that they did it because they're trying to have him frame him. But when they got to the finale, they should have, just like they did in season 1 of Daredevil, they should have upgraded him slightly. Because I feel like in Born Again, we're getting him upgraded now, and now I think they're just going to keep adding to it. I do see a scenario where Bullseye actually, especially since that Thunderbolts movie was pretty successful, and I think at one point something that could happen in the future is I think the Thunderbolts movie wasn't the actual Thunderbolts for Marvel that people expect to see the proper Thunderbolts team from the comics, and I think we could get something down the line later where after Fisk's task force fails, I think he might start going 90s Spider-Man style, and he might start recruiting teams of villains. And I think Valentina from Thunderbolts works for Fisk. And I think that Fisk might be like, yeah, I got a guy for you. And then I think they might do something where he might be like, Bullseye, even though Bullseye doesn't like Fisk, Bullseye won't say no to a paycheck. So I think he'll go, hey, yeah, we want you to be a part of this team. We'll pay you $1 million, and you get to kill a lot of people. And then he's going to be like, yeah. He's going to be like, sweet. But yeah, no,
right.
but I'm hyped. I want more Bullseye, not just in Daredevil, but in the bigger Marvel world. I mean, I'm still itching for that Dark Avengers thing, man. I'm still itching to see him in the Hawkeye suit with Norman Osborn. I don't know about you. I don't know if you read that run, but dude, that run is good.
No, I haven't. But yeah, it sounds.
Yeah, sure it's cool. It's cool. You'd like it. But yeah, so anybody else have anything to say about Bullseye? You guys got any thoughts?
Just excited to see him more.
I really hope this next season.
See it well done.
I hope that this next season we really start hitting that Bullseye with this Bullseye footage in season 2, because I think we really got to make sure that we hit that Bullseye for sure. But it's gonna be awesome. Yeah, so I'm excited for more Bullseye. Stay tuned for my bonus video because I'm going to be nerding out talking about how much I love Bullseye. And also, since we were talking about Rivals in a minute, I want Bullseye in Rivals. I've said that for a while. When they get more villains, I want to see Bullseye in Rivals.
I would love if Bullseye were to come to Rivals. I think it would be cool if they somehow made him more of a sniper character and rework Black Widow so she isn't a sniper anymore.
Yes.
I just feel like her being a sniper doesn't. I get it. She's an assassin, right? She's a Black Widow. But I when I think of Black Widow's weapons, I never think of sniper. I think of pistols. I think of her
espionage.
Her two staffs, her both, her staffs.
She's almost be able to go invisible or something like that.
Right. I just think she needs a whole new rework. And
agree, she
then we're
definitely
gonna
needs
make
rework.
Bullseye more sniper because that's like his thing. You know, he has impeccable shots with anything. So
Well, that's what I was thinking about. What I was thinking about with Bullseye, if we're gonna design a kit for him, you know how with Rogue they're gonna do the thing where they where they talked about how Rogue will have multiple, be able to switch between multiple roles.
Mhm.
I don't ignore that for a minute, but I actually don't. I would love it if, I don't know how the game would do it. It would take a long time to work it in, but I would love Bullseye to be the first character that they've designed something where his entire kit is built on what other weapons the other characters are using in Rivals, and almost he uses it better, right? So like if in his kit, if he's fighting Daredevil, he gets kind of like Loki. You know how Loki can shapeshift?
That sounds more like a Taskmaster thing, though.
Well, yeah, but I think just in proficiency, you could give him like weapons that were similar to those other characters, but they wouldn't be exactly that. Like I think they'd have to, because he has to be proficient with everything he uses. So I feel like if you just give,
But that's more so ranged things, isn't it?
yeah,
Like,
he can do anything.
so like
But you could
Bullseye?
do,
I always thought Bullseye was more of like a ranged. He could like pick up any kind of thing and like throw it perfectly.
he
Like
can,
he even throws
he
like
can do
paper
that.
clips. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, but I never would think that like he would be good with a sword, like with blade or like.
Yeah, you could do it with mostly just range because we do need more ranged characters. So I think he would be great for just range. Like I could see him just like, I like kind of sniper idea, reworking Black Widow, and him just being good with anything. Just give him a kit of weapons that he really likes. I think he would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, so I think that I'm excited for more Bullseye. I'd love to see Bullseye in Rivals. So I think Luke, I think you want to talk about Battlefield now, right?
Sure. So yeah, the Battlefield Battle Royale just came out today, and I just got a few hours in on it. And I mean, it's a lot like the Call of Duty Battle Royale. I won't lie. Like in a lot of ways, there's some differences here and there, and I think the differences make it a lot better. I don't know. It just doesn't feel quite as sweaty as Call of Duty does. It's a little bit more slow paced, a little bit more spread out. I think it's arguable, but they added vehicles into it. That's something the Call of Duty one doesn't have. Like people actually can get tanks in the Battle Royale or helicopters, which isn't as quite imbalanced as you might think it is. It's a lot of fun. It's something you kind of have to experience for yourself. Again, just like when the game came out and I talked about it, like cinematic moments, like crazy, like just things that feel like they're out of movies. Me and my buddy getting like cornered in a warehouse or in a lighthouse, and I used like a recon drone and I'm flying it around the lighthouse to see if anybody's coming, and like I could hear somebody, so I flew the drone inside the lighthouse and started flying around and like see somebody running up the stairs towards my body, and I just got so scared and like screamed and turned off the drone and turned around with the gun and actually killed him. Like just there's moments you get that are a lot of fun, and I feel like a lot of shooters don't really deliver quite the amount of immersion and like just what really I keep overusing the word, but like cinematic moments in a like multiplayer shooter. There's nothing quite like it. So it's
That's
something
pretty
worth
cool.
checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
I don't know that you can play the Battle Royale for free. I know it says free to play, like right there in the corner even. But I don't know if you have to actually buy the game to play the Battle Royale or not. So worth checking out.
Mm-hmm.
We could give a quick shout out to the Fortnite Simpsons thing too. Just like
Mhm.
any
yeah.
awareness that anybody doesn't have. Like Fortnite's getting a whole overhaul, and the whole map is going to be done like Springfield in the same exact like 3D graphics from like any of the Simpsons games you may
Yeah,
have seen.
Fortnite definitely needs an overhaul. So, I mean, I heard their player base numbers dropped pretty bad these last 2 seasons. So
I haven't heard much, but It'll come and it goes, you know. Like that's just Fortnite, I think. And then they come up with ideas like this, and it comes back. They have some cool ideas. Fortnite like is fun in a way for if you want to play a more casual battle royale. You know, like when we would play Call of Duty back in the day, it was very hard to get a win. Like we would almost never win. And playing Fortnite, like you get your wins every once in a while. You're still running your sweats, your hardos, but it's not quite as bad.
Yeah.
Why did the Simpson invade Sigma Fortnite? I don't know, man. That's the way of the world. That's the way of Fortnite. How about that? And I'll also give a quick shout out to Halo being launched on the PS5.
That's not even a shout. You got lots to say about this. You call it a shout out when that's a topic, brother.
I don't want to get too into it. There's a lot of hate from the actual OG Halo fans, and then you know, there's people that are excited for it. It's just, you know, it's like the second remake of the first game. There's no multiplayer. There's cool things about it. They're adding sprint. That could be good. That could be bad. They're adding a fourth seat to the Warthog now. That's kind of cool. They're adding prequel missions, like 3 prequel missions. That's like for, you know, purist fans and everything. That's potentially sacrilegious. We'll see.
Underground, we don't do that here. That's show
the Halo show. We don't talk about that here. Yeah,
that's show.
We don't talk about the Halo show here. Oh my god, yeah, Halo's just a like beast of its own, and it's like
that show did not exist. It does not exist.
343 is just they've done a lot of questionable things over the years too, where they haven't even finished their last campaign, and here we are making a remake of Halo 1 again to sell on the PlayStation. And you know, if it's good, that's great. You know, it's just there's a lot of talking around it. People feel certain ways about it. I say let's see how it actually comes out. I guess, you know, like I definitely have my eyebrow raised moments from it, but you know, it's always
Sentry
good.
Sentry didn't explode in Thunderbolts because he was actually he was very powerful, so that's why he didn't explode.
But you know, it's good to form an opinion by playing something for yourself. I always feel.
Yeah, so, I think that's great. Yeah.
So
what is Barney talking about? This Alan?
I don't know.
Free for? I've never heard of this guy. Is this a real thing in Fortnite?
Alan Reed? No, who knows?
Yeah, this is confusing. No, yeah, so that's cool that you had to say something about it. I just kind of am like, you know, it's a weird choice for Xbox to finally go this route, because my thoughts on this situation is this was their last bargaining chip that they had against PlayStation, and now it's kind of, I mean, maybe it's just that exclusive things just aren't a thing anymore. But anybody ever talk about that gets an Xbox, it's always been, I gotta get Xbox because I gotta get Xbox because they have Halo. Well, now you don't gotta get Xbox because you can get it on PlayStation. So it's like it's kind of bad. That's kind of a bad situation.
Yeah, I mean, they might have some more things, but even the exclusives they tend to do now are like only timed exclusives. Like, let's say Elder Scrolls, that will be coming at some point.
Yeah, the only ones that I would ever considered getting an Xbox for were Halo, because I had the Master Chief Collection, and I liked Fable, especially Fable 3. And then literally now they're just gone. Like, that's gonna be crazy. It's like, oh yeah, exclusives, and then it's gonna be funny. Like, hey, you just gave up Halo. Well, we got Wolverine coming out next year, so you know, hey.
Yeah, but Wolverine will go to PC one day too, probably. Like
eventually, not on day one though.
Yeah,
or week 1.
But that's the same argument for Xbox. But I understand people think it's the end of the Xbox. I know.
I'm not saying it's the end. I'm just saying it's a weird choice. I'm not one of those grifters that says, "Oh, this is going to end Xbox." I'm just saying it's a weird choice giving your enemy your biggest IP. But that's all I'm saying. That'd be like Sony finally caving and be like, "Okay, Marvel, you can have Spider-Man. You can take over all the Insomniac stuff." We're fine making just mediocre money now. I hug my Master Chief Ball at night.
We all do. If you
We
don't,
all do.
are you even really a gamer? Do you want to? So, should we start diving into the big meat of Welcome to Derry?
Yeah, guys,
Have you
it's
seen Welcome to Derry, guys? Have you seen it? Have you
Is it
watched
finally?
yeah.
Finally, welcome to Derry time.
it?
Yep. Are we ready to float, guys? We ready to float? We're going
I
down.
guess.
Everybody
guess
floats
so.
down here.
You lied, or whatever else he says.
You lied and I died.
Yeah, you lied and I died.
So yeah, just so you guys know, we're not probably jumping into spoilers right away, but they will be kind of coming here. It is only one episode, so
Yeah.
just so you know. Welcome to Derry, episode 1. So why don't you start off, Joe?
Okay, I thought Kenna was gonna go first.
No,
Oh,
you can
good
start,
one.
Joe.
Okay, so we have been at. I don't know why some people have this situation. Pennywise wouldn't stand a chance. A 5p caramel Frodo?
Fresco.
Okay, Fresco? Okay.
Or Frida. I don't know, man. It don't matter.
I'm confused. But yeah, so this show, so even people that had issues with the second movie, and a lot of people did, one thing. Hold up. Yes. Whoops. So yeah, a lot of people have their whole situation where like a lot of people, even with the second movie, they really wanted all these things to happen, where they're like, oh, okay, people said, the franchise was over, but then they announced the prequel, and people were excited about the prequel because they're like, hey, we can't wait to have see what Pennywise was like since he arrived to Earth. So, and now we got the prequel, we got the first episode, and we're getting a bonus episode on Halloween, guys. So fun times. But let's dive into the next to our thoughts on Welcome to Derry episode 1. Pennywise was cute in It Chapter 2.
Sure was.
You want to go, Luke?
Sure. I'll start. So Welcome to Derry. I mean, I'm not the best person to start it with, to be honest, because I didn't have much hope for the show. I don't understand why all these people are so excited for this show, because in my eyes, It Chapter 2 is like terrible. So, like, it's the same people. I don't understand where the excitement and this is gonna be good when the last thing wasn't at all. Like, all right, let's give it a go. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Modern horror, I feel like this, like, in a way, is like softcore horror, where like you look at Terrifier, and sure, it's a gory movie, but like that's like a horrific ass movie, like you're feeling some horror out of that. And I feel it doesn't quite hit that for everybody. Now we're only one episode in, so I don't want to say that's the way it's going to be for the whole show. But for just the first episode, like, I feel like you got some scenes that really, they hit that horror feel and they really nail it. And there's other ones that the concept is there, but the execution isn't quite there. But overall, I think the show is actually well produced. Most of the characters are well written. I like the interactions between the characters, and I am excited to see where it goes in a good amount of ways. But I think the actual horror itself, or the action of the show, that makes me the most questionable about it,
Yeah.
But even that is not the worst. Like, there's much worse. I don't want to make it sound like I'm like overly being like, this is so bad. Like, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, the CGI could be better at times. Like, if you really want to get that like real horror feel, because I think when you don't quite hit the mark for horror, you end up being on the silly side of it. or
Yeah,
yeah, and that for me hits way less when you don't hit that mark. So
yeah. There are some jump
Especially when it's
scares.
not trying to be silly. Like if it's trying to be
Right.
silly on purpose, it works. But they're definitely trying to be seriously scary.
But
There are
like
some jump
even in
scares.
It Chapter 2, there's scenes where it feels like they were trying to make them scary, and then they end up being funny, and it's almost like the director knew that and rolled with that feeling of like, this was supposed to be a jump scare, but we knew how much it wasn't actually scary and it was funny, so we made it a funny scene halfway through its jump scare. Like there was a scene like that with Bill Hader, and I still, it perplexes me of like how they made this scene, or why even, because it's just like, so who is this for? I don't know.
The only thing to me, the only thing I love, and I know it's an underrated take, the only thing I love about It Chapter 2, and I accept what the silliness it was, is in the final, even though I wish it was more serious, in the final moments, in the final boss fight against Pennywise, even though I do think that needed to be better done, I really, I really love the moment. I really thought they did a good job choosing Bill Hader as Richie, because I love that after Eddie died and all the crazy stuff that was happening, that they literally were like that he was really mocking, because they figured out they could. I don't know. I'd have to reread the book to see if that's how they did it too. But has it always been that humiliating Pennywise was
No.
how you got? Okay, so that was a new
The
thing.
way that it is in the book is that the turtle, it was another higher interdimensional interdimensional like alien thing, and like they do this in the 1980s TV miniseries, but like the turtle comes in and Pennywise turns into this giant spider thing, and the turtle defeats it with its light, something like that. So the whole being like, you're not scary, like bullying him into death is not, that's a completely different, that's a
Yeah,
movie
that was
thing
the one
they
that I
did.
really did like. But the one thing I will say is, because I just love what they did with adult Richie, to a degree. I love his line to to Pennywise. You want to play truth or dare? You're a sloppy bitch.
Oh yeah.
Just like I don't know why, but I love that line. I just never expected that to come from Bill Hader, and so hearing him say that is just, because I've seen him play, like, even though he is a comedical actor, I've seen him very in a lot of very serious roles where he's so serious that they make it funny, and it was really nice to just see him be that kind of comedic character.
I've never watched the show, but apparently he's in this pretty good HBO Max TV show, I think, called Barry. I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm
what it's
familiar
about,
with it.
but
I've heard about it. But yeah. So overall, so this episode, we all kind of, I think, are on the same wavelength when it goes to where we're at with it. The idea, anytime he comes back, and there's an interview that we'll talk about in a minute, where they wanted to go for creepy, and they make some interesting choices for a pilot episode. But for me, I think for premiere episode, there's far more issues with this premiere episode than I think there are. Like, the lows are so low that they kind of overweigh the highs, in my opinion. Like, I feel like that there's just some issues that shouldn't really be there that are there. Like, they worked on this show for a long time, but somehow we still have really bad CGI in that lampshade sage scene, and just
think the episode, it definitely, I think, as a premiere episode, it hooks you in a bit, but I also think, hopefully, how I'm looking at it, it's one of those shows where it will just get better. Each episode will come out, hopefully.
Yeah,
we don't know yet for certain, but I think it might be one of those things where the episodes get better and better.
Well, like Luke told me earlier today, he thinks the writing's on the wall and that the cat's out of the bag already. So
it could be. We gotta see what happens. Like what they did with the first couple episodes. Like, but I also said, Joe, you were saying, what if like Pennywise really steps it up for the horror with the adult characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like this was the horror for, say, the kids. You know what I mean? Like that would make so much sense, and I would actually respect and appreciate what they tried to do with that a lot more in retrospect, if that's what ends up happening. So that's where it's like you really do have to see the whole season and where it's going to go, and it is you have to like take it with a grain of salt when you're judging something just off of the first episode.
Yeah, I
Right.
really think that Pennywise, and I'm curious to see when he does, because we did get some great quotes about why we're not getting Pennywise right away, and I was explaining it to Kendall before the show started, how basically they're playing this game with the audience, how the directors and the showrunners, or whatever way you want to look at it, they want to build up Pennywise because they don't want people to be comfortable with Pennywise's main form. They want to remind people that it is an entity, and in order to get its victims, it's not always going to be one thing. Some people expect the clown. I really am wondering, because I know they said they're going to get Pennywise in the later episodes. I wonder if the clown if Pennywise will be scary enough in his clown form to get the Air Force pilots, or is he going to have to actually try some crazy trickery?
What I would love to see Pennywise in this show, since it's a prequel, I think it would be fun to see him have different era looks. Like he obviously it's recognizable that it's Pennywise, but he's not wearing the exact outfit that we see him in the movies. Maybe he wears like an earlier version of a clown. Like maybe change it up a little bit. I think that would be cool. I do
Doesn't the trailer already show that he looks the same from the movies, though?
You're probably right. Yeah, maybe. But again, that's just the trailers, though. Things can happen.
Yeah, they could trick something. That's
Changes
true.
Can happen. So
yeah, they could
you're
change
probably
it.
right. He's still probably gonna look the same, but wishful
I
thinking.
would. I wish. See, that's why you should be writing this show, because you came up with the idea that's so cool.
Put me in the writers' room right now. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I probably wouldn't make something as good. My thing is, like, even if this show isn't the best thing, I think even if it becomes something generic, I think it will still have entertainment value to it.
I think the thing I'm a little disappointed on is, and they did kind of round it out towards the end with like what happens with some of the kids, but I really like the idea that, like, I know they're already showing that Derry already has problems and they're already kind of going through different trauma and different strategies and stuff. And I like the idea of building up the clown, but the way they described it in the first movie, when they start diving into the mystery, I really just wanted the show to be, and maybe it'll get to this point eventually, but I was really upset that we're starting the show narratively based on the kids once again, and the kids going and investigating things. Because the only reason I wanted this show, and it doesn't have to always be the clown, but I wanted to show, when they start with the idea of Welcome to Derry, I wanted everything from Pennywise perspective. Like, I wanted to see, like, hey, this happens, he starts making his move, and throughout the show, strategically, you're seeing him do these forms and start to really manipulate these kids.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I feel like here they're doing once again, I told this to Luke, this feels like Stranger Things, but with the gritty / mature skin stamped over it.
Here's the thing. I just want to say this, is that obviously it's getting a lot of Stranger Things comparisons, but I personally don't like that because it came out before Stranger Things, and it was Stranger Things that took inspiration from it, I feel like. I mean, obviously there's going to be comparisons.
I just feel like it's getting comparisons because of the familiarity of a new show.
Right, I get that.
And it's also interesting because Stranger Things was meant to be a one and done, and now we're entering the 5th and final season. And what's really interesting is, I thought when we did this Welcome to Derry at first, I thought we were just gonna get just this season, and now it sounds like even if this show's mediocre, we're gonna get more seasons.
It will be interesting on how much they continue, depending on I bet knowing HBO Max is only going to be probably 8 episodes maybe, and 8 will be the finale. I don't know. And then the thing is, like, it's set during the 1960s right now, And I'm just thinking, do you keep going until you hit the 1980s, which is where the movie starts? Or obviously we're going to get Pennywise flashbacks, but like, I don't know. I kind of wish maybe they set the timeline a bit earlier, like before.
See,
the
that's what I was
1960s.
saying. That's what I was saying. That's why I wanted Pennywise's perspective, because the whole reason I wanted this show was I think it's talked about in the first It. They talk about how Pennywise would make these events start happening and would start appearing in different time periods. Like, they talk about the Black Plague and how Pennywise would start these horrific events and these things in history. And then that would be his opportunity to start making moves. So I was like, why don't we go back further? Why are we still in this? It's the 80s. We need the 80s nostalgia with the kids. And now we're in the before the 80s. It's like, but
I just
no.
find it to be backwards a bit. If we finish season 1 with the 1960s, with some flashbacks before then, and then season 2 is either still in the 60s, but then they completely go way past in time. Like, I don't know. It will just be interesting how they continue.
Yeah, I think we should have just gone back further from the beginning.
I mean, I'm sure we'll definitely get an episode of more, because they said that we'll get like flashbacks ish.
Maybe episode 4 when Pennywise debuts, maybe we're gonna get his full backstory.
Maybe
That could be.
That would be interesting.
I would like to. I would like to see that. But hopefully they do it well.
Yeah, I just want to see how they handle that.
Especially because in It 2, people were confused by this scene, but in It 2, when adult Bev goes back to visit her dad's old apartment, and the old woman that's It is in there, and there's a picture of him, and then, you know, like this clown, not the clown, this ringleader of a circus, I suppose, which is obviously Bill Skarsgård. People think that's it before it's a thing, but it's not. Basically, the plot is that guy was real, and then it killed him, and then took on his form and pretended to be him, and then that's how he got the idea of, you know, Pennywise the clown, because of the circus, and, you know, obviously people's general fear of clowns. So I would love to see that more explored, like seeing it getting into that circus and like killing that guy. Like, I think that would be interesting to see, maybe. And then that's how they show or they reveal Pennywise, seeing his full
I've
look
seen
again.
some people. This is a crazy thing to see happen, especially for people that read the book. But even though they didn't touch on it really that much, except for Easter eggs in the movies, I actually think Welcome to Derry is the one place that they actually might go for the turtle. Like, I think that
now this is going to go into spoiler territory, because there's been 2 turtle references. Well,
yep, I got balloons in the background
because I did the peace sign.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyways, there's obviously that turtle mascot in the school hallway, but Lily, you know, she is one of the survivors, and it's because she was wearing a bracelet with a turtle on it, and people think that the turtle was protecting her in that scene because she was wearing a turtle. So I do agree that I do think that we're actually going to get more lore accurate, I suppose, with the whole turtle versus it. I also saw a funny joke that you know, people like, you know what else is in the sewers? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So maybe they'll pop up in Welcome to Derry.
I know. I seen that joke that people, because there, you know where that came from. There's this thing I used to watch called Epic Rap Battle of History.
Oh yeah.
And there's a thing where Pennywise versus Joker.
Yeah, I remember that.
And Joker literally says as a diss to Pennywise, you lost to a turtle that wasn't even a ninja.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny. But no, I really hope they go for the turtle, because I think that what I'm really hoping that happens, one thing I really am still hoping for this show is, because 2 didn't, like people said, Pennywise wasn't scary, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really sucks, because the trailers for 2, when you can tell he's going to do something horrible to that little girl, the editing for 2 is so bad. They should have just went for it and killed so many people before they even got the adults properly involved.
because this dude is supposed to be starving, right? He
Yep.
only eats like 2 kids. No,
Yeah.
yeah, 2 kids, maybe 3, and then the rest are the adults. I suppose.
What I'm hoping for in this show, if they go for it, I'm glad the first episode already kind of went for it. But what they need to do is every episode of this show, people need to die. Because I know that's horrible to say, but
that's
because
how I felt after watching the first episode. I said, "Wow, I actually like this." I know that's
Yeah.
messed up to say, but I
no, it's just like I feel that needs to happen because I believe in the movie when he is deprived of being hungry, he says when he's defeated to the kids, I believe he says something like that he's been feeding, I think it's every 27 years.
Yep.
So they need to cover that time of like we need enough seasons to cover that he's never been defeated before the Losers Club is involved.
Mhm.
So if that's true, that means he's definitely killed a lot of people.
Mhm.
He never got defeated until this incredibly easy time. He got defeated. You know, like, he could have been defeated so easily this whole time if we only
Yeah.
knew. Just make fun of him.
Just
I mean, but
bully
that's
him.
the thing. That's the thing that's sad is because in the books it's not supposed to be that.
Right.
Or in the book, it's definitely not supposed to.
The problem is that I understand what they were going for of the adults being like overcoming their fear. And I know that obviously kind of weakens him, right? Or like it
Yes.
doesn't make his victims as tasty to him, but like because he's supposed to be like this crazy like alien creature, he should still be able to put up a fight or be able to bite someone if they're not
Yep.
scared of him.
Yeah, I think the
Right.
whole idea of him getting weakened by being insulted and not being scary that was not the move to go.
And as
No.
much as I love that maybe the show will go more into the turtle thing, the only problem with that is that if they do that and like, you know, the book, the whole thing is that the turtle is stronger than it. Well, then where was the turtle in it chapter 2? Like,
Well, maybe that's a twist the show will be. Maybe in the
It's
story,
possible.
maybe the turtle isn't like even though the turtle is able to protect people. What if at this stage, because Pennywise eats so many people, I don't know if they ever said this in the lore. I'd have to look back at the book, but I feel like there was something that said that the more people Pennywise eats and feasts on their fears, the stronger he gets.
Mhm.
So if the turtle attacks him when say he's eaten so many people, maybe the turtle's not strong enough to take him out. And maybe the turtle has to flee because before the Losers Club, Pennywise becomes such a threat that the turtle can't. Because
can't do
remember,
much.
this is an adaptation. If they're going to do, as much as I love things to be lore accurate and connected, sometimes, especially with this being a prequel, I'm okay with a couple changes from the books. Like,
Yeah,
if
for sure.
if they're gonna build
the book
Pennywise
is
as this big
crazy.
threat,
It
Yeah.
really does need changes.
yeah,
The
there
book
definitely was
is-
some. Stephen King was smoking some serious.
He was, you know what? He was on something, and I respect it to a
Yeah.
certain degree.
Well, it's like they say. It's like they say in the rap. Your movie needed more PG and a little bit less
it was
13.
13. Yep, I remember that part.
because they
Yeah, we
reference the
don't talk
gang.
about that segment in the book. That book, that segment of the book is weird. So
Do you know about this, Luke? Do you know about this part of
No,
the
we
book?
all know about that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
everybody
you knew.
knows that was the biggest thing.
And
in
they
the
ran
first
train.
movie.
They didn't have a gangbang, first of all right? Make it right.
Weird. It's weird. They shouldn't have done that, but
They had to ruin their innocence.
it's stupid. Whatever.
Stephen King had to ruin it. He thankfully they didn't adapt it. So
Yeah,
No.
no, because that would be illegal.
He's lucky he didn't get canceled.
yeah, I'm surprised he didn't. No, but so yeah, literally, I think different adaptation. Like the idea, if they do bring the turtle, it's how they use the turtle that matters. Like,
I think what they'll be doing, how they use the turtle, is just how they did it in
Turtle.
the episode 1. Is that it will just be small, like the bracelet, the mascot,
Yeah,
or
I could
maybe
see
a
that.
picture. It'll be
I
very
do think
subtle.
what they could do is because they have this importance with this Lily character, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like it if in the finale, because the finale is supposed to be big and grand, I would like if the turtle actually appeared and tried to stop Pennywise and then doesn't succeed.
Or maybe like do a dream vision. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I think something like that would be cool. Because I do think that there needs to be something. We need to, because obviously, because we know from what Pennywise is capable of that until the Losers Club comes, nothing can stop him. So they're gonna need something that kind of is a slight delay that shows us how powerful he is. Like I would love it if they got to the boom.
I see the ending being like Lily and maybe that other girl, I forgot her name, or maybe the other characters will eventually see. They don't defeat Pennywise, but like the way that they win is that they run away. Maybe they leave Derry, or maybe they all just die in the end of the show. I see that happening. They all
that could happen.
My whole thing with this show, if they want to get points for me to enjoy this show, and I said it before, I know this is horrible, but I don't want a single character that's a kid in this show alive.
Kill them all.
I want them all. I want them all gone. Because if a single kid leaves, then you get into Star Wars Disney Plus territory, where they have to explain this person being alive or continuing forward, like the whole Reva nonsense. No,
Lily
so
returned.
Yeah, somehow Lily returned. Lily needs to die. They can wait till the finale if they want, but when all is said and done, Pennywise got to eat.
I do like the idea that he's a little. Not obviously he's a monster, but he's also he likes to play the long game. So I can totally see him being like every time Lily tries to gain a new friend or someone helping her, he kills them right away, but he leaves her alone just to give her the trauma.
What if he has what if when he tries to eat her for the first time, what if because she has that bracelet, what if it doesn't work or like it kind of stops him?
It like
and
or something.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, and then he gets mad.
What's his name in the first movie? The bully with the bullet, and how he doesn't eat him, but he uses him as like a puppet. Maybe something similar to like that with Lily, or maybe someone Lily knows just to mess with her.
I think he's gonna. And I really hope they go for this. I think he's gonna turn the girl against Lily.
Oh yeah, the movie theater girl.
No, the one with the glasses. That was at school.
Oh,
that was supposed to be her friend. Yeah.
Yes, her. Mm-hmm. Well, I also again, I think the only way that Lily survives, if she does, is like Pennywise. I think he likes to play the long game of like not only just eating people, but like just giving them long term trauma. So like I said, I just totally see that Lily. She tries so hard to save the people that she loves, but Pennywise just keeps killing them, and she's like. Maybe maybe it sends her mentally spiraling, and like that's how Pennywise gets her indirectly and then eats her afterwards. Like because we know background information that she was in some sort of psych ward. So like, what if Pennywise somehow puts her back there because nobody is believing her that she's there's a clown who's eating children. Like people aren't gonna believe her.
You know what he's probably gonna do to really mess with her? I think we're going to get more of Maddie in even more twisted ways.
Well, I also think we're going to see her dad, too, because that's the
that's true.
The Mooney bin is that her dad died, and she blames herself for his death. So that Pennywise is going to use that against her for sure.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to play around with that stuff.
Georgie to
I need one of those back adjustments like Tobey Maguire. I need Andrew Garfield. Just like, here you go, buddy. Here you go. No, sorry.
They should make a joke about that in Secret Wars about Toby having to carry so many franchises by himself. It's like, you're backwards. We carry all the Spider-Man franchises. We're back. That'd be funny. No, yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm really excited for this second episode, just because I think the second episode is going to be very telling of where we go next.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because especially being on Halloween.
Because episode 1 is like, hey, okay. Oh, I do have an announcement to make. We're going to be doing a double watch party on Friday. Because I told Kenna we're going to be watching we're gonna be watching Werewolf by Night on that day as well.
Oh, really? After or
Yeah.
before?
I think we'll do before.
Okay. So, like around
It'll
7?
be early. Yeah,
or
it will
6
be
for
early.
you?
Yeah, it'll be early at 6 for me because we'll make sure it's nice and early before. Because we'll start the episode right as the episode goes live. Because like I told Luke earlier, I'm gonna start being more Twitter active. So I'm gonna be using my phone while we do my streams, and I'll be live tweeting during the episodes. And now, because I want to be more engaged with the community and stuff, more
Right.
engagement. So I'll be definitely live tweeting a lot of stuff.
I wonder if we can make like a group live tweet. That would be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome if we could do something like that.
Right. And you can
We'll-
get other
we'll-
people in on it too, you know.
We'll figure it out for sure. I definitely think that there is real potential in what we can do. But anyway, I think this is our show. I think we are gonna go play some Rivals now if people are down. But I know I'm gonna stream. I haven't streamed today other than this stream. So if anybody wants to join, we'll be playing some Rivals and going crazy on zombies.
Check it out.
But yeah,
Oh,
check
wait.
it out, guys.
Check
do you have
out
any-
Captain Multiverse, his streams. Check out my stream, Stinger the Winger. I just did the Battlefield Battle Royale today. That went pretty well. We're going to be playing Marvel Rivals. I'm sure we're both going live with that. And
Do you have anything new you want to plug that you're working on?
nothing quite yet. I'm working on some stuff. I've taken a little hiatus on working on some things just for my own personal self. But,
Yeah, I got an assignment for you, but I'll wait till we're in Rivals so I can talk to you about it.
an assignment. All right.
It won't take you long. It won't
Putting
take
in
you
the
long.
work.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Give me some homework.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It won't
cool.
take long. But
I'll be
we'll
on
talk more about
Rivals.
them. Rivals. Yep.
Probably in a couple of minutes. You guys can start ahead. You'll be guys ready.
No, that sounds good with me. I wanted to eat a little food first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
so-
eat some chow. Just message me in Legions when you guys are ready to hop on.
All right.
Sounds good.
Sounds
All right,
good,
thanks
guys.
for watching,
Great.
guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Great episode. Follow Luke, follow me, and stay tuned for our big watch party on Friday. We'll be costumed up again and ready for our Halloween stream.
Let's go.
All right, bye.
Bye bye.
There you go.